Adult Solutions. Add-on Desires.
Hi students, welcome to Adult Solutions. My name is Jayalakshmi and I will be teaching you science for 7th class. See, we have studied science in 6th class also. So what is the difference between from 6th to 7th class? Here, we will be understanding many things and you will be experiencing many things which are happening in your day-to-day activities. So your observation is nothing but your science which is happening all around you. So this is all we'll be learning a lot in our 7th science. So here we'll start our class. So here we will be starting whole of our session with our unit 1. So let us move on to our class. Here is our unit 1, that is food components. Before just moving into our first lesson, that is food components, first let us understand what this whole of this term means to you and me. So how do you understand the unit name food and components? So let me break this whole of the unit to you. First we'll take up this first term, food. What do you mean by food? The food which we eat, we have got a lot of varieties. We have seen in our 6th class, right? What do you mean? What is like a food to you? Food which we eat morning in our breakfast, food that which we eat in lunch or in the dinner. So we have got a variety of foods, right? We have seen a plate of samosa or dosa or idli or a lunch, rice, pulihora, a biryani. These are nothing but the food items which we eat. So what happens when we take food? We get a lot of energy. Why do we require energy? To do work, to run, to walk, to ride a bicycle, to just move and do your activities. For those things, we require energy. So see for example, if you want to ride a motorcycle or a vehicle, what do? You add petrol in it. Why do you add petrol? Because you wanted your vehicle to run. The same way, in order to do your daily activities or to get up early, do some exercise, go for walking, or play something outdoor games, there you require a lot of energy. In order to get that energy in our body, we have to have some fuel, like how we are adding petrol in the bike. So our body also requires some fuel. That fuel is nothing but energy. So where do you get that energy from? We get that energy from the food we eat. So we have seen variety of dishes. So if you take those dishes, whichever you like the most, then you get some energy. That is where the food is very important in part of our life, and it's very, very important for us to do daily activities. That is how food is very important, that we have already studied in our 6th class. Then what about the other term called components? What do you mean by components? Components are nothing but things which are present in the food. So what are the things which present in the food? So like if you relate with your 6th class, we have seen in order to make a dish of either a pulihora or a biryani, you require some ingredients. You require some ingredients to make a food. In the same way, food, in order to call it as a complete food, it has some important items in it. So what are those important items? Let us move into the lesson and understand it in a better fashion with very good examples, with very good pictures, so that you can relate with your daily life which you observe in your house or in some function or in your neighbor's house or somewhere outside. So let us move into the lesson and understand it in a good and in a deeper way. So let us move on. Let me make you understand with this chart. You might have seen, you can relate these pictures. Here we have got a bread item. Here we have got a rice bowl. Here we have got some cup of dal, etc. These items you might have seen in your day-to-day life. Your mother will cook a rice for you, a steamed rice, a boiled rice for you, or sometimes dal for you. Yes, these are some items. If there is a special occasion, she may cook a lot of curries, a lot of vegetable curries, etc. So why does she, changes all those items day to day? Why can't she just cook rice every day throughout the week, throughout the month? No, she does not. She changes the dishes. She changes the variety of dals. Sometimes you'll have a palak dal. Sometimes do you have some yellow dal, etc. And sometimes she'll be cooking you some vegetable curry. Sometimes she'll be cooking you chutney. Here, why does she do that? Ask her. Ask your mother or your grandparents or your elders, why do you cook a lot of dishes apart from food? So they will give you the answer that if you see, we should have variety of dishes. What is the purpose of variety of having vegetables or other form of dishes? It's all, they would reply you, it will give us energy. If you change the dishes, they'll say you'll get a lot of nutrients, lot of proteins, lot of energy. So who are responsible for giving that energy? So there are some components inside the food. There are some components which are very important for our body to grow. So we'll just make out which part of component gives what type of energy and what does that components exactly it includes. So when we talk about rice, rice has some important component of food. It has some item in it because of which we will get energy. So what does rice has? Then if you talk about vegetables, vegetables has some component, something important part in it. Then you talk about lot of fish, meat. People say, right, you should have boiled eggs, you should have fish. Why I should have fish? Why should I have egg? Because it has something important in it which is very important for my health. Then people say, your mother say, your grandmother, everyone, your elders say, you should have lot of ghee, butter. You might be having, right, in hot rice, you'll be mixing some ghee, salt and michi powder and you'll be having it. It's very tasty. Your mother will say, right, it is very nutritious, you should have it daily, or your grandmother says you should have it daily. But what for? There are some components which are very important, among which we'll look on. Here we have got some food items. Okay, sometimes you might have had vegetable biryani or khichdi, etc. So they all under grains category, or vegetables, fruits. They have some important components. Then you might be having a lot of meat, fish, egg, etc. Then you might also be having butter, some deep fried chips, pakodis, etc. So there you're using oil. So these are important things from which you get energy. But here we have to find out what are the components present in these items. When I talk about rice, there is something hidden in it. When I'm talking about vegetables, fruits, there are something present in it. When I talk about this meat, fish, there is something present in it. And when I talk about oil, there is something present in it. So what are those components? Here we will be understanding, we will be learning what is present in rice, what is present in vegetable, what is present in meat, fish, and what is present in oil. So, and apart from learning what are the important components, we will do some activities and then we will find out truly, yes, something is present in it. So how do we do that? As the class proceeds, you'll be understanding each and everything in detail. You'll be testing by yourself and you'll be observing in your house, in your kitchen, in your grandmother's house, so etc. All those observations gives you a good idea about food and how many components are present in it, which component is very good for your health and which is not. So let us go on for the next. Before understanding about the food, if we eat food, we'll get a lot of nutrition. So what is this nutrition? It's a very big word to understand. When we have food, we get some energy. That whole thing, when you talk about energy, how do I get energy? When you have food, you have a lot of important things inside the food that will move into your body and it will give you energy. So the whole thing is nothing but the nutrition. Okay, that is nutrition. So who told you about nutrition? Who spoke about the food? Who spoke about the food components? Okay, there's a very big story behind. There were some people who have worked on it. There are some people called scientists who have worked upon the food and they have found out, okay, this food gives me this energy, this food gives you that component. So yeah, it's got the very far back history. When it comes to like 170 years ago, nobody knows, okay, food gives you some energy or it has some nutrients, etc. Then what happened? A person named, okay, Lavoisier, he worked upon food. That was nothing but the nutrition. Then he did a lot of experiments to make us understand, okay, this food gives you this component, in return it gives you energy. That whole process is nothing but nutrition. That is nothing but nutrition. Then what happened? A person called James Lind, he discovered scurvy, which could be cured or prevented by eating fresh fruits and vegetables. Person named James Lind, what he did, he has found out that there was a disease called scurvy. If you have scurvy, you have a lot of bone diseases, you have teeth disorders, you have many problems. And what he found out that time, if you eat a lot of fresh vegetables and fruits, that you don't have this disease. What is the reason behind it? You have some disease and you're eating a lot of food and you're getting cured with this disease. So what is the reason behind it? You're eating something and your disease is lost. What do you mean? There is something present in your food, you're eating it and it is getting cured. So that means there is some relation with some disease and food items, though that has been discovered by a scientist named James Lind. Then it was known that diseases could be cured by eating certain kinds of food. So then the later days they have come to know that if we eat a lot of fresh vegetables, a lot of fresh fruits, so you don't have diseases. So this is what the conclusion they have made. So that's why you might have seen like your mother would be feeding you with a lot of fruits, right? If they get foods, they'll be washing the foods, she'll be cutting and she'll be distributing among you and your siblings. So she'll say we should have a lot of fruits, we should have a lot of fruit juices, because yes, it is important for our health. That's what our mother is so much concerned, and she'll give us fruits and vegetables sometimes. So yeah, because it gives you a lot of energy. So in what way it will give us energy? Let us make it out. Then what happened in 19th century? It was known that body obtains food from three substances, namely proteins, fats and carbohydrates. Then what happened? When I'm talking about components, so what are those components exactly required for my health to get energy? Is nothing but proteins, fats and carbohydrates. So these are actual components present within my food which gives me a lot of energy. So this has been discovered with lot of experiments conducted by various scientists. So what are those important components? They were proteins, fats and carbohydrates. So we will see in which food we have a lot of carbohydrates, in which food we can get a lot of fats, in which food we can get a lot of proteins. So this is how our whole of the lesson means food components. So in food we have got some very important components which gives me a lot of energy. So what are those important components? So they are proteins, fats, carbohydrates. So here we will see what list of foods belongs to these three categories. Let us have a look at this picture. Here it says that what are the different nutrients? What are the different nutrients? We have seen the carbohydrates, proteins, fats. So which food is giving me what? So here you can make out a lot of grains, lot of cornflakes, bread. These components have carbohydrates. Then water is very essential nutrient for our body. See, if you're having a lot of items, if you're not having water, your food will not be digested. For that we require a lot of water. So your mother must be behind you to drink a lot of water. You should drink water when you get up early in the morning, in between, then after taking up your meal, then during evening times, then you're after taking your dinner and before sleeping. This is how like water is very important and it requires in your body food digestion. So here water is also a very important component and very important nutrient in your body. Then comes the fats. Fats, you can see the fats like you might have seen oil in your like kitchen, and you might have seen butter when you eat chapatis or idlis or dosas. Your mother, she might be applying some yellow color or something white color, a cube should be just spreading, that is butter. Then ghee, most of you might be having in a hot rice, that is ghee. So all those falls under fats category. Then comes to proteins. Yeah, you must be aware of proteins so much, you might be eating a lot of it but you don't know what exactly. So you might be eating a lot of non-vegetarian curries, a mutton curry, chicken curry, fish fry, etc. Those items we have got a lot of proteins. So each and every component which we take in our daily life, each and every food which we take in our daily life, it has got a lot of important components. See, this whole thing we cannot take it in one go. See, water can be taken regularly. See, your mother, have you seen your mother cooking non-vegetarian food daily? Have you seen like she's cooking mutton curry daily because it is very nutritious in whole of the 7 days in a week? No, we haven't seen. She might be cooking on occasions, or she might be cooking especially on Sundays, on some occasions, on some functions, because it has got a lot of proteins and it requires in some quantity, it's not in whole quantity. So we'll understand how much carbohydrates you have to take, how much fats you have to take, how much proteins you have to take. Before that, just have an overall picture. What do you mean by a carbohydrate, a fat or protein or what? We require different quantities of carbohydrates, proteins. Let us have a look at these points. We require different quantities of carbohydrates, proteins, fats according to age and need of individual. When I have just showed you the picture, here we have carbohydrates, fats, proteins. Can you think we should take up everything like in the large quantity? It is not. Based on the age, you have to take these things, these items. So have you seen a newborn baby or a baby of 2 to 3 months old having a lot of biryani or having chapati or rice? No, we haven't seen. You might have seen your younger siblings, your mother would be mixing some powder in water, in hot water, and she'll be feeding that small baby. Is it right? Yes, it is. And have you seen a person or your elder sister, elder brother, okay, having that same mixture of powder and mixed in hot water? Have you seen them? No, they don't take that. They take rice, curry, and dal. So every age group has got a different food. So when you are very young, or 2 to 3 months year old, your mother will feed you some paste, okay, some paste of some of different powders. When you cross certain age, when you are 7 to 10 years, she'll feed you with chapati, rice, dal, and some curries. Yes. So here, when comes to take up the nutrients, based on particular age, the requirement changes. When you are very young, you cannot digest this heavy food. You cannot digest so much protein. You cannot digest these fats. So your mother will feed very light food which can be swallowed easily and which can be digested within your stomach easily. So as your age increases from being young to walking, then to running, and then to grown up stage, your food changes. So based on your age, your requirement also changes. So once you start growing up, once you start getting teeth, once you can swallow the heavy food, once you can chew and swallow, your food changes. So if you have younger siblings, you can notice, why can't a mother feed a baby a biryani when that baby is born? Try to observe it and ask your elders, whomever you see the baby, why don't you feed heavy food? Why don't you feed that baby rice, dal? You can ask questions to them, then they will answer you. What they would answer, they would say that baby is very very young to digest that heavy food. So they will call it as a heavy food because it is very difficult for them to digest. They don't have teeth, they can't chew it and they can't swallow it. Okay, if they can't chew properly, your digestion cannot be proper. It is very difficult for them to digest. So that's why they will give a smaller quantity of food and very easy mode of it can go inside the stomach and it can be digested, and that baby gets some energy, nutrients to grow. So that is the where age is very important. Here age is very important when it comes to the quantity of these nutrients. Then growing children and adolescents need more proteins containing food like milk, meat, pulses. Here we are talking about growing children. After, from an infant, when the baby start walking, crawling, then there is a different requirement. So they require a lot of food that has protein like milk, meat, pulses, because where are these milk, meat, pulses helping them? That helps them. See, milk has got a lot of protein, meat has got a lot of protein, pulses are nothing but the dals which your mother cook at home. It has a lot of proteins. They are very important. Why they are important? When you eat those in stomach, they will get digested into proteins. So those proteins helps to build the muscles. These are the muscles, the fleshier part in your body, nothing but the muscles that is required for a baby to grow or a children to grow, to have proper height, to have proper, it will give you a lot of good bone structure. So that's the reason growing children, they require some part of food component, that is protein, which is very important for their growth, especially milk, meat, pulses, which are very important from them to grow. Then we also need minute quantities of some other components. So here we have spoke a lot about carbohydrates, proteins, fats, water, but there apart from this we have some other items too, but which require very less in our body. So what are those items called? They are nothing but vitamins and minerals. Vitamins or vitamins, your mother might be talking, you should have a lot of foods, you'll get a lot of energy, you'll get a lot of vitamins. So they are nothing but a smaller quantity of components which are required for you to be very healthy, which is very important for your health. Thank you.
Add-on solutions. Add-on